Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is it Worth It, y'all? And today we are gonna go through our white chicken chili recipe. So I want to take you through this. It's really simple and it tastes really, really good. So stick around. Here we go. All right, now we're going to go in with some olive oil to start this recipe off. This recipe calls for a ton of seasonings. We are going to end up using cumin, paprika, dried oregano, ground coriander, cayenne pepper, ground black pepper. I don't believe I put any salt in here. And we're going to use some garlic cloves and yellow onions. So when I've used fresh chicken in the past with home canned ingredients, what I like to do is start the chicken ahead of time. I know you guys are used to me working with chicken that's already been cooked because it's in one of our jars, but this time, and you'll notice that it's not cooked all the way through, we just got a little bit of sear on it. This time the fresh chicken, we're gonna do it first, so it's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing us do. But we're taking the thighs and then we're chopping those up into smaller bits and putting them back into the Dutch oven. So these will cook all the way through. I think they were still a little bit frozen. So we wanted to make sure we got the chicken cut up so it would cook all the way through. I decided to leave the drumsticks whole. I'm going to try to cut one up here, but it didn't work out so well. So we decided to leave the drumsticks whole and put those back in. And actually, we're going to eat those for leftover lunch here in a little while. But as you can see, I'm fighting with this drumstick. It's just not cooperating. I got a little bit of meat off, but I didn't want to waste it. So I just went ahead and tossed these back into the pot, and we're just going to eat them whole later. Spoiler alert, the drumsticks are amazing. They did cook all the way through this process. So when you're watching this, don't freak out because they look raw. They are raw, but we're going to boil this mixture for a hot minute and they will definitely cook all the way through. So I came down here in the pantry real quick. Now what we are going to use for our home canned items are chicken broth, and we use 2 quarts. I got an actual 1 can of green chilies. Then we used one of our quarts of canned corn. And then what else did we get? I think that was it. So let's double check my bag. Yeah. Oh, 2 chicken stocks. Oh, the beans. This recipe calls for cannelli beans. I don't know how to say that. But we went for our chickpeas because we have so many chickpeas. We need to get rid of some of them. So here I am. I'm going to gather the rest of the ingredients real quick, and then we're going to toss everything in the pot and get her done. Now this recipe also called for white onion, but I have a ton of red onion chopped up that I need to get rid of, so that's what we're using. I do have a lot of frozen white onions, but these onions are fresh and we just want to get rid of them. So I just threw the garlic in. The other thing that I didn't do, or that wasn't a part of this recipe, was celery. I had like 1.5 stalks left in the refrigerator and just needed to get rid of that celery real quick. So we just tossed them in, and I don't think anybody noticed that the celery was in there. So now I'm going in with all the spices: garlic, onion, cumin, paprika, oregano, coriander, cayenne pepper, salt, and black pepper. And what I like to do here is kind of like toast the seasonings in the oil that's produced by the chicken and the olive oil that I put in there. And I just kind of zhuzh that for a minute and just let her cook with the chicken. Here I am draining the corn, and I am also draining the home canned chickpeas. Chickpeas is a actual bean that you use to make hummus, and we actually really enjoyed the texture and the flavor of these beans in this chili. So there go the green chilies, and now we're going to dump all of our corn and chickpeas in, and then we're going to give that a nice big stir and start dumping the broth in. I let this cook for, I want to say probably a half hour, just to on simmer. Brought it up to a boil, then brought it back down to a simmer. Put the lid on it and just let it simmer for about a half hour. And everything was heated all the way through. Obviously the corn and chickpeas are already cooked. This I'm going in with cream cheese, and for some reason it didn't dissolve all the way, but it still tasted amazing. So that's pretty much it. This is one of those one-pot meals that just makes dinner really easy, and we enjoyed it. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on that next video, bye y'all.